Guess what? We are back with more Dragon Age Inquisition. So welcome back everybody that hops on here. And we are going to hope yet again that the Wi-Fi and my internet holds up and we don't start getting blurry vision like we've been getting the last few days. I don't know what the hell the damn problem is, but I'm really hoping that it doesn't continue. So we are still in Skyhold. I'm sure at this point everything that I did over at the War Room is finished, so we can go over there and collect. Okay. Yeah, we can go over here and we'll collect everything from the War Room. We'll go investigate that exclamation mark and see what the deal is with that. I'm also going to talk to Josephine on my way back out, see if there's another cutscene with her, a conversation that we haven't seen. And then when that's all said and done, we're going to travel to a couple of the places where there's been doors that have been locked to us because we haven't been able to get in because I didn't have the Deft Hands Find Tools perk. But now we do, so I can unlock some places. So, reclaiming the Mage Rebellion. Commander, a lot of mages just showed up. I hope they're friendlies, because if they're not, we're in trouble. Captain Ryland. Well, they are friendlies, so we're good. A memorial for Haven. Ambassador Monteliet, please convey my thanks to the Inquisitor. The Inquisition soldiers were of great help in clearing the area for the memorial's construction, and the sight of their uniforms raised spirits immeasurably. The monument will stand forever as a testament to the strength and fortitude of the faithful. Marquis de Relion. Yeah. Dorian's request. Dorian's leads were effective. The Inquisition found several locations where these Venatori could be hiding. Advanced camps, purpose unknown. If you wish to deal with these mages, I'm certain Dorian would be pleased. I'll mark the locations on your map should you pass by any on your travels. Oh yeah, well you know we're going to take those out. Alright, so things like gather coin and resources and stuff we don't need to bother with right now because the rest of these are actually like right here, like hinterland resources. We don't really need to do those. Whenever you do those missions, they're shorter missions, but you collect different types of things from wherever. Like for instance, this is the hinterland, so you would be getting common, sometimes rarer resources. So like you'd be getting elf root and spindlewood and iron and stuff like that. So, but it's when you're low on things or if you've pretty much run out of any of these other missions to do, it's not a bad idea to send people to do these resource collections because it's easier to just, while you're doing other stuff, to just keep getting these free little packs of resources. So, okay. Anyway, continuing her predecessor's work, a neatly filed request form, copied in triplicate and delivered to the appropriate parties. Request: an assortment of flora from southern Ferelden and eastern Orlais, including several uncommon varieties. See attached list. Tissue samples from several common herbivores. See attached list. Access to an accurate map of southern Thedas and records salvaged from Haven. Purpose: my predecessor, Minave, I don't know how to say it. Minave was studying alterations in feeding and migration patterns in several species, following the appearance of the breach. Her work was left incomplete. I would finish it. Signed, Halisma Darrington, Inquisition researcher. Alright, so she can get this done quickly, so Liliana will be handling that. Don't need resources. Secure a route through the Frostbacks. Inquisitor, We explored the fallow mire after you cleared the place out. I've stumbled on an old road that leads west to the Frostbacks. If it's cleaned up, you could use it to shave weeks off a journey through the mountains. I'd rather be wet than freezing. Scout Harding. So, who can get this done quickest? About the same, huh? Alright, well, go ahead, Colin. This will most likely be done before we even have to travel anywhere, so we can come back to this after we do our Investigate Frostback Basin. We don't have to do that yet. The other coin, I'm not worried about that. Specializations for the Inquisitor. I can ensure instruction for the legions who want to join. But can we expect the Inquisitor to remain a leader while training with a subordinate? He is a figure of inspiration and should rightly be one of aspiration. Promoting a specialist from within the ranks seems lacking. With due respect to our people, the needs of the Herald are so specific, I recommend looking outside for the best combat specialists to be found, regardless of their affiliation. Sir Morris, Quartermaster. That is a smart thing, and this will be instantaneous. But that is, that's a very good idea, because I can't be training everyone. So, ba-boom.
At your service.
The best of the best have been summoned. Training with these specialists will ensure the Inquisitor's abilities remain at their height. Yay! So, again, when we walk around Skyhold, we'll start to see some changes in the scenery. Got a coin. Let's do that. Gain Orzamar's friendship. Let's go for that. As I had said in another video when we walked by where all of the people that were injured were being tended to, at some point that we're going to have, if I haven't done it already, but we'll end up getting better medical facilities. So, like, there'll be better tents there. People won't just be laying around on the grass. Gain Orzamar's friendship. We have received a message from Orzammar. Knowing an ancient darkspawn threatened status, King Bellin officially declared his support for the Inquisition. Josephine. Very good. So Josephine will do this, and she's going to send a delegation to Orzammar as soon as possible to cement the alliance.
Let us begin.
All right. Excellent. So the one that we did is going to be done very soon. So let's go around Skyhold a bit. We're going to go talk to Josephine, like I said. I'm going to go over to where the exclamation mark is and see what's going on there. Whenever this blank screen decides to go back into the game. Oh, well, here's a cutscene I wasn't expecting. Are these the experts? I think that's who that is. The experts that are arriving. I think that's who that was. Okay, real quick. Let's speak to Varric.
That got a little heated. You all right?
Well, that depends. How angry is Cassandra? I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
This is about, for anyone who didn't watch previously, this is about Hawk, who was a character from previous stories that the Inquisition would have wanted Hawk initially as their leader, and Varric knew that Hawk was alive. I guess they all thought he was dead or missing or just not to be found. Hawk didn't tell anyone. Cassandra found out after I was led to Hawk to speak to him, and Cassandra pretty much had a fit and flipped out and is pissed at Varric. And also Varric knew about Corypheus, but as far as he knew, he was dead. I do believe him, but I think you should talk to Cassandra.
I bet Cassandra regrets how things went back there. You should talk to her.
I appreciate that you're trying to keep the peace, but things between me and the Seeker are as good as they'll get. I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade, and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
And he disappears from sight. Poof. Alright. Let's see, we've been going for 10 minutes. I'm just trying to keep track of what time it is. Might be able to do 2 videos today. Maybe.
Worship?
Complete. Well, how about that?
Is this going to be... Ah, that's right. Mother Giselle's over here now. But I had forgotten that we unlocked this over here. That's what the exclamation mark is. We found this, an upgrade to our garden, so there we go. A chantry garden. Upgrades the garden to a chantry, bringing hope to all who seek it. A functional upgrade that brings a potential resource gain from the inspired, including gold from tithes, or an herb garden. Upgrades the garden by committing the space to simple greenery and cultivation. A functional change that allows more herbs to be harvested. I'm going to go with Chantry Garden because with Herb Garden, again, I'm collecting most of this stuff when I go out to these different areas. It's not gonna really help me that much to have the Herb Garden here, and I think story-wise, having something for the Chantry is a little better for the Inquisition because, again, like it says, it brings hope to everybody who seeks it, and we're still going to be getting potential resources from people, including gold. So having more money always helps, and with more money, I can also go and purchase a lot of the resources that I need. So if there's herbs and stuff that I have to have, well, if I've got the money, I can purchase it. So Chantry Garden is the way we're going to go. Confirmation? Okay. Skyhold Garden. O Maker, hear me cry. Guide me through the blackest nights. Steel my heart against the temptations of the wicked. Make me to rest in the warmest places. O Creator, see me kneel. For I walk only where you would bid me. Stand only in places where you have blessed. Sing only the words you place in my throat. My Maker, know my heart. Take from me a life of sorrow. Lift me from a world of pain. Judge me worthy of your endless pride. My Creator, judge me whole. Find me well within your grace. Touch me with fire that I can be cleansed. Tell me I have sung to your approval. O Maker, hear my cry. Seat me by your side in death. Make me one within your glory, and let the world once more see your favor. For you are the fire at the heart of the world, and comfort is only yours to give. Canticle of Transfigurations 12, 1-6. Bang. So, yeah. I don't think it really changed too much of the layout, but let's go read this. That's it. That's what happens when I read it. It just gave me experience points. Okay. This is one of the people who showed up earlier in that cutscene. At least it looks like it. No one. In fact, that's. It looks like several other people here are. So let's go talk to Mother Giselle. And then we'll. Now let's talk to her first.
Inquisitor.
What is your evaluation of our supplies?
We are well supplied, and I foresee only better to come.
Are there others who could come to Skyhold?
They are helping now. I have contacted many of our finest. and their influence is not inconsequential. They are not, shall we say, prone to take the field, but we will be well supplied.
Where did you receive your training?
I studied with Adan after he left the service of the King of Ferelden. Well, when the king was no longer there to serve. Our College of Associates tends to meet informally. I've since been fortunate enough to serve various heads of state. They are all as good as another, truth be told. My skills and contacts are better suited to more imminent need.
I take it you're a city elf, not Dalish.
It's not a useful identifier. I am an elf. I was raised away from the Dalish. No, I do not know their customs. Perhaps that wasn't immediately obvious. It's of little concern. I have skill enough to be evaluated by what I can do. My associates appreciate my work.
As you were.
Of course, Inquisitor.
I'm gonna be all sniffly now because I just had a sneezing fit. So if you heard any clicking sounds, that was me muting my microphone while I sneezed myself half to death. Oh, plant new seed. Black Lotus, Weatherstock. Well, we already have the other one, so we'll just keep planting these. Wait. Okay. Mother Giselle.
Ah, Inquisitor, you have finally come into your own. The Maker has put you on a difficult path. I pray you walk it safely.
I remember our talk out there, before we found Skyhold. It wasn't just the Maker who put me on this path, was it?
The Inquisitor could never have been Cassandra, or Leliana, or me for that matter. We are too political, too tied to the Chantry and all its failings. But I did not make you stand against Corypheus. I did not make you risk death to save the people of Haven. Only you could be the Inquisitor. I only pray the power of the Inquisition is enough.
I'll do my best to earn this.
You earned this in Haven. The Maker has chosen you to deliver us from Corypheus. You have the faith and support of everyone here. Never forget that. Now, was there anything else?
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
How are our forces at Skyhold doing?
Still in shock, for the most part. To see Haven destroyed so soon after the Conclave. You saved many, but still lives were lost. And traveling through the wilderness did not make treating injuries easier. For all that, though, more people arrive every day. Some are refugees, but others want to help. Your Inquisition is growing. I pray you use it wisely.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Farewell.
Be well, Inquisitor.
I like how this guy here had no problem just standing there and whatnot. These two are having a silent conversation and gesturing the whole time that we're talking. Just being distracting. It's rude. Okay, if there's anyone else. So let's go talk to Josephine like I planned on.
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
Perhaps the Maker set these events in motion so long ago we can no longer see his hand in them.
It would be fitting if that were true. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
It's not pain. It's more like my nerves go on fire.
It sounds most unpleasant.
Okay, she didn't really have anything else to say. Well, nothing that was like strong story stuff. But I do love that you can go back and talk to all of these different characters, and there's so much conversation and so much dialogue written for everyone. Secure a route through the frostbacks. Ba-boom. Inquisitor, we have begun sending soldiers along the road from the fallow mire. I would like to pass on their considerable gratitude for being spared treks across the frostbacks. Our healers seem happier as well, Commander Cullen. Alright. Locate the weapon of Trita Bright Axe. Inquisitor, as a longtime scholar of the ancient Avar, I find the information you uncovered about Trita Bright Axe fascinating. Many believe the Avar unsophisticated barbarians with no culture worth studying. But do not Orlesians say the same of us? Man, I can't talk. The last couple days I've been tripping over my own tongue. The rich oral tradition of the Avar has been largely lost, leaving only these rune-marked fragments. Nevertheless, these confirm what we have heard in stories, that Trita, I think I may call it Trita, so I'm being dyslexic about that. That Trita pulled her tribe away from a would-be warlord and chose a hard life in the mountains for uncertain reasons. It is fortunate that she did, for had the Avar remained, the ancient Alamari might have pushed north and attracted the attention of the Neraminian tribes that would one day form the Preventer Imperium. Had that happened, it is unlikely the Alamari would have survived to become Ferelden as we know it. Based on marker runes left at each of these locations, I may be able to find the site where Trita's legendary axe is located. A crystal-headed axe said to burn with flame would be a fascinating find indeed if the Inquisition will finance my expedition. Yours, Sister Dorcas Garin. Dorcas.
All right.
There you go. That's a long mission, man. Almost 16 hours. All right, folks. Boom. Let's get out of here. We're going to take a trek through Skyhold. And see if there's anything interesting going on. Hold on, I have to answer a message on my Facebook real quick. It's of importance. So we've had a few weird days in my personal life. Not bad, but what was it? Thursday. My son is on his way home, and got a message. Hello, Miss 007. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, my son's on his way home from after school, and I'm in my room, and because I work overnight shifts, I'm in bed. So, but I know he's coming. He's gonna be here any second. So I hear him walking up the stairs, and next thing you know, he's knocking on my door like really hard, and he comes in, and he looks at me, and he's like, so what should I do with this? And I realize he's got his hands kind of clenched. I thought he caught himself or cut himself, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what's going on? What is that? And then I realized he has a baby squirrel in his hands. So he's sitting there, and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, what is that? He's like, it's a squirrel. I'm like, where did a squirrel come from? So apparently, while he's walking up the alley, we don't live out in the woods, by the way. We live in the middle of Easton, Pennsylvania. It's a city. And he said he was walking up the alley, and this squirrel just ran up to him. One of his friends was like, Toby, you got a squirrel chasing you. And it jumped up on his leg and just like held on to him and just let my son just pick him up. And it didn't bite him or anything like that. It was just letting him hold him. And, you know, and we're all animal lovers. We don't want to see any animals get hurt or anything. So my son didn't know what to do. And so long story short, we've got this baby squirrel and trying to figure out what, you know, we can't keep him, you know, and he's too little. So it seemed like maybe somebody was trying to raise him and then let him go too early, or he escaped, or he's just some really friendly baby squirrel. But I've never seen a squirrel willing to just come right up to someone. And it's not rabid, because that was something I know someone else was concerned about, but it's not rabies or anything. It's just no any better. It's just on the verge of becoming a juvenile. So it's not like an itty-bitty, tiny little baby squirrel. But, I mean, it's only like, body length was only like maybe 6 inches long. And his tail was just getting fluffy, so it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't so little that it was dependent on its mother for everything. Like, it would be able to drink water on its own and stuff. But, yeah, we ended up, I posted on Facebook and in a local Facebook page connected to our city to see if there's anyone who knew someone who could rescue squirrels or, you know, could do something about it. And I didn't hear anything that was really going to be helpful. People making suggestions of different wildlife refuges and whatnot, but none of them were answering phone calls when I was trying to contact them, blah, 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 blah. So we ended up going up to a park, and we were going to release him, and we let him go, but the second my son put him down, and mind you, he's just been nestled in my son's arms, like he's just hanging out. My son puts him down next to a tree and starts walking away, and the squirrel's chasing him, does not want to let him go. It's like he imprinted on him that he was like, my son was his new mommy. So he chased my son, and so, you know, we were like, oh my God, what do we do? So my son had to run away from him, you know, to try to get out of his field of view, and the squirrel chased him until he couldn't see him, and then he jumped up on a tree, climbed only maybe 2 feet, and was looking in the direction that my son went, just trying to figure out, like, where'd you go? So my brother and I, you know, were there. We're heartbroken because the squirrel's so cute, you know, and walk back to the car all sad, and we're like, I hope he lives. And I just get my phone and I check the Facebook page, and this woman just contacted me and sent me her number and said, don't release him, I can help. And I ended up calling her, and she lives in town, only lives a few blocks from where I live, actually. And so I sent my son to go get the squirrel. He was in and out of the woods in 4 seconds. The squirrel hadn't moved, went right to my son, let my son pick him up, and we ended up taking him to this woman, and she has years and years of experience raising and rescuing squirrels. And so she took him in, and she's been keeping me updated, and they've already got home people that are going to take him in as soon as he's hydrated and healthy enough to be, out away from, being fed mother's milk and stuff. You can get powdered mother's milk for baby animals. So as soon as he's ready, there's someone who's able to take him. So just what a crazy day. So that's what I was answering on Facebook with someone. The woman was just giving me a little update. And now I guess she found a baby bird that a crow dropped. So now she's trying to help a baby bird. So and like I said, I love animals. So anytime somebody's being kind to animals and helping them, it always makes me feel good. So anyway, let's get back to the game. But I had to share that because it was a pretty crazy day and crazy circumstances. I've never seen that before. I've seen young and adult squirrels, like I've been able to walk up to them and they wouldn't bolt away right away, and been able to feed them like crackers or stuff, or peanuts and whatnot. They'd come up and take them. But I've never seen a baby squirrel just run right up to you and climb you and want to be held. That was crazy. So, okay, hello, Lisette.
Thank you for Haven. Less so for Redcliffe, but I am committed to serve your worship.
Okay. Well, don't really need the attitude out of you, but anything new on here? Haven destroyed Darkest Menace. Dire news. Some believe a dragon resembling an archdemon was involved in the attack. Fears of a new blight are now beginning to surface. As the Chantry continues to flounder, some are concerned that Haven's destruction may predict the Inquisition's imminent. However, there is yet hope, as reports indicate that the Herald of Andraste and Inquisition leadership survived and have cry of willingness. And here we go again with the stinking Wi-Fi giving me problems. It pisses me off. Trying to do a live stream and this keeps happening. Although people keep telling me that the feed isn't horrible, but again, when I'm looking at my YouTube feed on my laptop, it looks blurry and it looks all messed up. So hopefully this isn't too awful, and as I try to speak to people, that it's at least watchable, and hopefully it clears up on its own. So this is Commander Helene.
Hold and declare, Inquisitor.
What do you mean?
I ask your intent. I was summoned to oversee training, and I would know my charge. I am your commander in this matter. Commander Helene.
Thank you for coming, Commander Helene.
Commander will suffice, recruit. I teach the skills of the Knight Enchanter. It is a rank. It is a life. Understanding its hierarchy is the first step. You already know this. You were not made Inquisitor and then taught to lead. I will teach you how to rise to your place. How to join your warriors, spectral blade in hand. How to command the ranks while standing beside them. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then we will begin the simple steps, recruit. And we shall see what heights you reach. You have a task, a simple construction. Go, learn, and return. Soon you will lead from the front. Soon you will command.
But I've been in command. Hello?
Recruit, I await the completion of the first of your orders. Only then can you learn to command.
Tell me why this would best suit me.
I cannot. Only you know if you are fit to lead with more than maps. Do you have the mettle to raise a blade in grand melee? To have your presence make heroes of your charges? This is a path for leaders. You tell me if you are worthy.
Okay.
Who granted your rank? What forces have you served with?
I cannot say.
Then how do I know you're capable?
You know because I have told you, and I will teach you the same authority.
Commander is a title I associate with human forces.
Knight Enchanter has roots in Elven tradition, but it has utility in every tradition. There are no borders for the mage who wields a spectral blade. There is respect, and there is fear.
I'm ready to learn what you know.
You have your instruction, recruit. Return when you have completed your task.
You're a bit of a bitch, ain't you? Okay. It's my trainer.
Hello? Yes, hello. I am your trainer.
Yes?
I am your trainer.
You said that.
Good, because it has been a long journey. The cause is just, and if we don't start soon, you won't have time to learn. I am your trainer.
You seem a little scattered.
It's nothing. I'm just a little fatigued. It's nothing. Thank you. I was charged with studying the breach and the subsequent rifts to discover how they affected traditional disciplines. I was enthralled. So were the 19 others, I presume. They're dead. They learnt the power, but couldn't wield it. Rift Mage Inquisitor. The forces are incredible. And with training, you will be incredible. I know how not to die, and I can teach it. It's incredible.
The rifts were triggered by the breach. There's already a school of magic.
A school? No. Yes. Sort of. The holes in the veil flooded us with magic, and that can be used. It changed some rules, modified them, enough that the careless inverted themselves, old forces in new forms. Others will try, their results will vary, but you will have the best instruction. Because your trainer has already taken the risk. The price has been paid.
You didn't mention your name.
I am your trainer.
That isn't a name.
It is what I am. I try very hard to remember that much. There is so much else to keep in mind. Understand, Inquisitor, that I have learnt it all very quickly, so you do not have to.
Who charged you with studying magic from the rifts?
The Mages Collective. I did not just say that. Yes, I did say it, and we're proud to help. We are nimble, we could move quickly and commit people to this rift magic. Many people. Their lives made it stable and safe. We're very proud.
Hello, Borden. Welcome to the stream. Let me apologize because I think the video may be a little blurry.
Tell me why this would best suit me.
You are the Inquisitor.
And?
You deserve power that casts your enemies aside with the abandon of a creative force, crushes them with your very will. That is the promise. Who better than you? You are the Inquisitor.
Very well. Show me how this should go.
It goes places you have been, and some you have not. That is necessary. So the price is not paid twice. Follow the instruction, and you will know the way. You'll understand the power. Then, I'll show you more. After all, I am your trainer.
Yes, we've gained that knowledge that you are my trainer. Okay, so... what the hell? Could, anyone possibly explain why there's a dead body right here? Or a drunk body? The hell is this? Random. So a Knight Enchanter, Rift Mage, and I forget what this is, but this is where I'll end up making a choice as to what my speciality will be. Specialty, I mean.
Inquisitor, I heard a tapping. My skills are required.
And you are?
Tapping.
Speaker Vius Anaxas. I have come from Navarra as a voice for the dead. Welcome them, and they will serve your cause.
The Inquisition is open to any allies.
Warmth I do not often find. Thank you. I am of the Mortalitasi. We tend to those who have passed and revere their lives by honoring them in death. And when the living are threatened, we give the bodies of the dead physical purpose once more. Necromancy, Inquisitor. The dead will serve for you.
What is immortalitasi?
We are the caretakers of the Grand Necropolis of Navarra. For the treasured relative, we usher a spirit of the Fade into the void of their mortal form. It honors them both. But when enemies threaten the living, we turn death into a weapon of war, instead of merely the result.
You're saying you can bring the dead back to life?
Of course not. The souls of our departed cross the Fade to be with the Maker. The body is left empty.
Then what is it that you do?
In the Grand Necropolis, we would usher in a displaced spirit of the Fade, eliminating imbalance. But this is war. Every battlefield has one thing in abundance: death. I turn the bodies of enemies into weapons against them. We do not manipulate the living. We make use of the dead.
You're a mage who manipulates life. How is this not blood magic?
Blood magic consumes life. It tears at the living to manipulate and destroy. It is a cancer among our kind. We honor life by venerating the dead. We give their mortal form purpose. In combat, perhaps only for a few moments, but that is still more than they had. More than opposing you normally allows.
Tell me why this would best suit me.
It is not for everyone. Yet we all reach beyond life. You have already killed many out of necessity. To stop at death is wasteful. Death can make allies of enemies. Death can rend the battlefield. Death can terrify.
People will fear me.
Don't you want to terrify? Fear means there are fewer to fight next time. Fear means lives are saved, if that is your concern.
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then your journey begins as others end. The steps are small, but vital. There is instruction and veneration. Then you'll return. We shall see what this life holds for you.
Borden says left just 5 trophies until I get the Platinum Trophy in Dragon Age. You have some Platinum Trophy? I don't think I have any. I don't think I have any Platinum trophies. I don't really pay attention to trophies too much. I just play the games for the fun of the games. It's kind of like, if I get trophies, that's great, but I don't pay that much attention to it. Hold on. Corpse brain. Need that. Frosty rags. Okay, so I don't really have anything I need to worry about buying or selling. So that's a heavy armor. That doesn't really do me any good. Yeah, I don't need that. Oh wait, what was that? Well, this is all stuff I cannot afford. So if I purchase these things, they create a major increase to Inquisition power and influence. These all grant significant increases. Okay, so I don't really need these just yet. I can play around with this stuff another time, probably not on a live stream.
No one knows who he really is.
They never do?
You don't understand. Fairbanks fights for us and others. He has to stay hidden.
He's like Hood, or Illa Edge, Rat Red, she of the Red. Talk often turns to red around the trysting tree.
You're old. This isn't like that. This is real.
Are you guys talking about Sarah? Speaking of Sarah, that's way better than what she has. And she's close to level 13. And this, on target explodes for 75% weapon damage, so anyone around them can get hit. And I can add this agile shrewd grip to it as soon as she goes up a rank. Well, I don't have a lot of money, but you know what? We're buying it. Because why not? Ooh. Problem is, I think I bought these. I know I have Bianca Arms 3. Right? Where's Varric? Flanking aim. Critical chance, flanking damage bonus. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out if I want to +7 cunning or dexterity. I think I'd rather have the dexterity. And I think I'd rather have the damage bonus to flanking than a mere 7% critical chance. Rune material, blank rune stone. I think I bought a few of these already, but might as well buy a couple more. Don't need that. Okay. And there's... Oh, hello again.
Your worship?
It's funny how she pops up all over the place. Siege's End. Good lord. Yeah, these things are pretty powerful. And nothing I'm going to be able to get anytime soon. That's all kind of garbage compared to what I have. Okay. Oh, we have something available in here. Look who's here. It's Blackwall.
This is just... it's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
Does this mean we have your full support?
If that's what's important to you, then yes. You've earned my loyalty. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I ever thanked him.
What is this Grand Tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
That was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything, while he'd lose nothing. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
Different doesn't always mean better.
In this case, I think it would have been better. But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with. Heard you found something that had to do with wardens. Would have liked to have seen it. I've been meaning to thank you. There are 100 things that need your attention. You didn't have to take the time to help me. And yet you did.
If the history you pursue benefits the Wardens, then it was worth it.
I've never been more certain of my decision to join you.
You can just be an asshole out of nowhere and say, I don't care what you think. No.
There will be opportunities for us to do even more in the future.
Then I look forward to it.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
What do you think of my advisors?
Cullen. He's got the look of a man who's been through too much. He's seen the best and the worst of humanity, and I think he still struggles with where that leaves him. Still, I trust him to watch my back.
What do you think of my advisors?
Josephine's lovely, and craftier than you'd expect. The Inquisition could not have picked a better ambassador.
What do you think of my advisors?
Liliana seems nice. Also a little frightening, but mostly nice.
Does Liliana frighten you? Has she said anything to you?
No, she hasn't said anything. I'd just rather not offend her. I don't want to wake up with a blade in my kidneys if I can help it.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Sarah doesn't know who she is or what she wants, and doesn't even care.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Sarah doesn't know who she is or what
That's
she
the only one
wants.
you're going to talk about?
Doesn't even care.
Alright.
What do you think of the Inquisition's cause?
Restoring order is a goal I support wholeheartedly. But that's not the end of it, is it? Not by a half. The Lady Seeker believes we are restoring the Chantry. Others say it needs reform. I don't know where you stand on the matter, and I'll admit I haven't made up my mind either.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
Okie dokie.
Finally, a place for... the horses. I forgot about the Ferelden horses.
I didn't forget. I don't have any of the crazy mounts yet. Oathbound steed. Oh, that's a crazy looking horse, huh? Here, have a horse with a big bone sword driven through its head. Poor bastard. And then there's the Warnug. He's actually pretty cool looking. I'll leave that there. Alright, was there anything else that I need to investigate? That's the war room. Special shipments in the Undercroft. Maybe there are, maybe there aren't, I don't know. But what I will do is I am gonna, oh, hello.
You get a title, I get the boot. I see how it is. I mean, thanks for my life. Pleased to serve.
Yeah, you're lucky you're alive, dude. Throwing attitude around isn't exactly really gracious of you.
Going well, I hope?
What's been going on?
That strange boy came in with an armful of chickens. You're looking after him, right?
What's been going on?
Dorian's awfully pretty, isn't he?
Take care.
Our
Anything?
heroes strode the winding road, defiant of the vile. Uncertain pause for home and cause when met the monster's smile. A man his kin, through blood and sin, a bastard of the gloom. A rising cut through bone and gut, an awful skyward bloom. I think this one is simply not my style. Inquisitor, a title hard to rhyme. A challenge for another day, I think. Forgive me my distractions, Eminence. I'm overwhelmed by you and what you've done. My name is Meriden, a humble bard.
Are you a bard like those of Orlais?
Oh, heavens no. I'm a minstrel first. My weapon is a cutting tongue, not blades. I hope my skills will help in some small way, if only I can give your deeds their due.
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
A simple thing that you know well. The power of a muse to rally hearts and minds. Inquisitor, I want to spread the word of what you've done. A small but vital role. Perhaps I'll also make a coin or two.
Carry on then.
Oh, I will do my best, Inquisitor.
Bards, always an important role. Even if not always appreciated. Hello, Krem.
Inquisitor?
Iron Bull said the charges were at my disposal. Do you have any suggestions on how to use them?
I suspect Haven's quiet by now. Might be worth sending the boys back. We could recover some supplies, get an idea about the enemy's strength. We could even pick up any stragglers who haven't found Skyhold yet.
Good idea.
We'll talk later.
We already talked about the Chargers, so there's no reason to do that again.
The funniest thing I've seen in years. That cat dancing around, hopping and pouncing like a fool. Made my day bright, it did. Maker knows what got into the little rat catcher.
Hello, Sutherland. Now that you've worked with us and officially gotten a little start at having missions.
Inquisitor, it was amazing. Sorry, slow down. Your quartermaster outfitted me, and I got trained to hunt the bandits near my home, in your name. I hired Voth here. Don't tell anyone, but he's a mage. A good one, though. Thank you for trusting me, your worship. I'll pay you back, I swear.
Who are you again? Keep training, buddy.
Good work. Keep with the training. We'll need every hand.
Yes. Yes, your worship. We'll do just that. Won't we, Voth? He doesn't speak, but he's thankful too.
Patrol for the crew operation is available, so we'll send him on that.
This is the start of something grand. I know it.
Okay. I like Sutherland. Oh, Cole.
Roderick was sorry before he died.
Did he tell you why he was sorry?
Blood everywhere. Monsters, madness, dying. We're all dying. The Herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple. Pure. Voices in the chantry. Years since I'd sung the song and felt it flowing through me. But this is real. This is real. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith. And I fought him. Maker, forgive me. I hope I did enough.
I'm sure you did just fine.
He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
Can you explain how your mind works?
Yes?
Yes, he can.
Things that relate to other members of the Inquisition.
They remember me. Their eyes stick, some more. They want me to be. Varric is quiet inside. He pulls me more to hear. Makes me a person. Calls me kid. A friend. Solus, bright and sad. Observes and accepts. Spirit self, seeing the soul, Solus. But somehow sorrows.
Well, I assumed that name is in Russian, and I don't know how to pronounce it, but, you ask Nightmare? No, this is, whatever, regular, normal mode. I've explained in a couple other videos that I haven't played this game in years. So this is the first time in probably 3 years that I've played it, and I'm still trying to get the hang of it again. But if it starts getting easy, I'm gonna make it harder, and I'll raise the difficulty level.
What do you sense when you focus on me?
You're too bright. Like counting birds against the sun. The mark makes you more. But past it, you reach across. Mindful meaning. You pull it through to this side. Make it real here. And past that, the weight of all on you. All the hopes you carry, fears you fight. You are theirs. It must be very hard. I hope I help.
Walk me through the way you help someone.
I start by listening. I hear hurt, feel it fretting. Some you can solve by giving something, food, a blanket, sleep. Some are intangible, terrible tangles that catch on a crack, fixed, festering, and the person makes a pearl of pain. I shake it loose. No pearl, no pain. They can hope, they can heal.
It must be sad, feeling everyone's pain all the time.
Why?
Isn't it?
No. I help. I find wounds and heal them. I salve, soothe, save. I see pain and make it better. How could I not be happy?
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Yeah, Cole's a very interesting character. What have we here? Ooh, rare helmet. Well, Cole, since we found your helmet in a box, perhaps you should wear it. So a lot better than what you've got on. Hand hammer. It's crap we don't need. This we'll hold on to because as soon as we go up a level, then Sarah's gonna use that. What do we gain? Enhanced Amulet of Magic. +5. Do I don't need this anymore, do I? I don't need this anymore. Why am I still wearing it? Well, I'm going to do this. Now, if I go back and find out that I took it off and all of a sudden none of those people are my allies anymore, I'm going to be kind of annoyed. Alright,
Right. That's why.
debating if I want to go back to the war room.
Thank you. Fine day to you.
Because I kind of wanted to find Sarah and talk to her as well, but...
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
Okay, let's see it.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Cutscene. This is why it's worth talking to people, because you get these little side
Why am I
stories.
dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. He doesn't talk much. So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't sing the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink.
I'm going to assume that I'm wearing a helmet, but because I have the settings where you can't see them.
I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
It was good to get their perspective.
Yeah. Sounds like we could use an easy win for boys like Tanner. And vets like Mira have seen enough to be wary. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that, no matter what comes next.
Yeah, as I was saying, I'm assuming that I've got a helmet on in that scene, but you can't see it because I have the settings where you can't see helmets. So it would make sense that they wouldn't recognize me if I had a helmet on.
Your worship, I suppose.
Yeah, you better suppose. See that Iron Bull is no longer over here. Sandra is.
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
Oh, I could tell her.
The Circle of Magi at Ostwick. At least until the rebellion began.
Yes, I suppose that would have required you to stay on the move. Tell me, do you consider the Free March as your home? Are you eager to go back?
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the Divine.
Do you have any advice for me?
Tell that demon, what does it call itself? Cole. Tell it to leave. He may not mean harm, but that does not mean he will not harm us. Spirits are not creatures to take at face value. Be cautious with him, Inquisitor.
They're so scared of Cole.
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
Oh boy. We can romance her. Let's do it.
Is there any harm in us becoming a little closer?
Plenty.
Is that right?
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lord.
He's awkward.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentecosts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentecosts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
And you joined the Seekers to get away from that?
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pentecosts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
That's enough.
I'll let you get back to work.
I don't know who said welcome back, but okay. Nothing in here. Let's go take a peek in the Undercroft. I'm curious. Oh, curious if there's actually a shipment of goods in this crate. Craft? No, nothing. I saw the little indicator for craft armor pop up, and I thought for a second that I just got something, but I didn't. So, alright. I'm not really carrying a whole lot of extra stuff right now, I don't think. Lots of crafting materials, but these don't really matter. Valuables. I need this. Creature research item, bring it to a creature research specialist. Okay, I can do that later. So is that. That's just for sale. Alright. Well, this is where I'm going to end this stream. I know there wasn't any action. It was all story and whatnot. But sometimes you have to have an episode like that. But I am going to take a break. I need to eat something, and then I will come back and I'll do another episode in a little bit, and from there we will definitely get into some action. So we will go to the places that I can unlock doors that I wasn't able to before, and we'll see what's in there. And I'm going to make sure that I take Blackwall with me back to the Fallow Mire when I unlock that door, just in case there's something there that he's involved in, because I know he wanted to see that place before. But anyway, I'm going to end this stream now, and I hope that you enjoyed, you know, a lot of talk, but a lot of plot and character development amongst our tribe of warriors and wizards and all in between. So until the next video, peace.